mate. So Melbourne boy, born and bred till about 1987, so about 26 years of age. Shifted to the Goulburn Valley in a job at Kyabram for a little while, then got poached from that job to a similar job in Queensland, up there for 8 years. Came back to the Goulburn Valley around Shepparton and had a brother 7 years younger than myself. My mum's still going at 88. Dad unfortunately passed away about 18 months ago, but yeah, mum's still going well.
What about a bit of sports history before bowls?
Played footy when I was young. Went to Queensland up there and played a lot of beach volleyball, court volleyball, and mixed netball was really big up there. So I played mixed netball in both mixed and I played some men's netball as well. And then came back to the Goulburn Valley in about '96 and played with 1U in Picola League for about 5 years and captained their second. So yeah, good.
Any premiership success?
Unfortunately not at 1U. We did struggle a bit, but still we tried hard. But I had some good success in my sports up in Queensland though, and some state representation for men's netball, so that was good.
At the Dylan Nexup level?
Yeah, exactly, mate. So it was good.
Any opportunity to get to the Dingoes? Were they existing then?
No, probably before my time, mate. Probably before my time. I'd known Tanya since the job in Kyabram, actually. I'd known Tanya, and we had gone our own separate ways for multiple years. Then we bumped into each other. She's originally a Tawny girl, yep. So once we got together, we ended up in Tawny in about 2005. So yeah, so it was the local girl that brought me over here.
So it wasn't the bowls club that brought you together?
No thinking of bowls back then at all. So that's fairly recent bowls. So. Well, obviously living in the town was a fair start, and being, you know, a short drive or a short bike ride from the club's really good. But I retired in 2022, so I had a little bit of spare time. I knew a guy called Jeff Vistorini who was a committee member at that stage. We had worked together at the Shire of Campaspe back in the day, and Tanya and I had been thinking about bowls for a while, so we went to her 60th birthday party, and Vista was there, and he said, that was on a Saturday night, he said, no, come down tomorrow, we do a thing called scroungers, as is happening behind us today. And we did, and he teed us up with a club champion called Jeff Tinning, who gave us the sort of ins and outs, and that's all history now. We've been here, Tanya and myself have been here ever since.
So it was never on the radar?
Oops, oh, the light.
That's right. Bowls was never on the radar?
No, not really. It became on the radar once the retirement came and you got a bit more spare time. You got a bit more spare time. So we had been thinking about it even prior to the Jeff Vistorini interaction, but it sort of, yeah, it came along pretty fast and then pretty serious.
Was it an easy game to learn?
No. It looks like it should be. Looks like it should be, but no, not at all, mate. The mechanics of it, you know, when you've played a bit of ball sports and that hand-eye stuff is reasonably basic, but then to fine-tune that into a skillful bowler with good control of, you know, line and weight, and know the strategic things in the game is very difficult, and I'm still a long way to go yet.
Was it
Vista from the very get-go, for some reason, because probably my work history at Campaspe with Vista, he had me flagged for the presidency straight away. So we had our president at the time, Lips was moving on, so I got on the committee in mid-2024 and straight into the presidency from there. So it was pretty hard and fast, but it's been really. Well, I was in corporate life and done a lot of committees and stuff like that. I was over at Goulburn Valley Water for the last 15 years of my working career, and the president of the Goulburn Valley Safety Group for 5 years of that. So it was in there. I've done a bit of, you know, public speaking through that stuff, and, you know, so it wasn't daunting in that respect. So it just became pretty natural. Not a lot of history, basically no history at the start. Once you get here, you learn the sort of the recent to medium-term history, like definitely with the, you know, before Ivan's unfortunate passing last year, the three tinning boys, you know, and having Jeffrey tinning as my mentor. So I knew that, and I knew that we always batted above our level, you know, with all the pennants we've won, especially Division 1 and some of that sort of stuff. But I'm really looking forward to your publication to evolve my knowledge of the history, so I'll really have a very good handle of it then, so that'll be fantastic. I don't know if I'm good at either of them, but I've probably had a bit more experience with being, you know, in committees and chairing and presidency than bowling. Having said that, my bowling has come along all right though, so I'm happy so far, but I've got a ways to go in probably both spaces.
Bit of time to do this.
I've got a little bit of time, even though I'm busy, and I don't know whether, you know, that old adage, I don't know how you found time to work, but I'm an avid water skier and wakeboarder, so I do that a bit, not as much now, but I've got a ski boat, so we do that. I've got a downhill mountain bike, so we go and do mountain biking quite regularly. I'm a keen fisherman, so I've got a fishing boat, so that's, you know, up on top of the agenda. So yeah, so I've got a few things that keep me busy, other than bowls, which does enough in its own right still.
Yeah.
We had a tough year this year, to be truthful, so we brought in an extra division in Saturday bowls, and we had a lot of social bowlers coming through. So so this year was tough, but it was a building year, so we're looking forward to next year. You know, some of those bowlers with their first year of pennant this year, they'll go on to improve and strengthen our situation for next year. There's a few unknowns with the region and how they're going to structure up the divisions and such, but so that's hopefully building and getting back to where we always have been, batting above our weight, so that's been really good. So,
what about from a club point of view? Is there any infrastructural sort of changes or additions that you'd like to see?
Well, we just had a really great fundraiser earlier this year and have purchased a new mower for the surrounds, not for the greens, for the surrounds, so that's been good. So that's one purchase that we're going through. We're going to look at some improvements to our greens, so a bit of money spent there. And another big one, which probably will need a bit of planning, is our lights are about 100 years old. They come from the old green back when it was near the pub, and so we're looking maybe to get, you know, some funds, maybe through some grants and raising some money to get tower lights.
So these were transferred here from the 60s into the 66?
So they've been here 60 years,
yeah.
And they were in the old bowling club. So yes, we had our electrician here having a look up top, and he says, "Oh, geez, I can't even get parts for this stuff anymore. So you better think about your next iteration of lighting your greens up." So
if there's a sponsor listening to this, there's an opportunity for someone to jump on board.
We'd love to get some sponsorship for our light towers for sure.
Make you laugh. Who's the person that makes you laugh?
I had a read of this question, and there's some other bits of it I know is coming, but I don't know about laugh and get angry and whatever the others, but
yeah.
There's been a number of people which have really impacted me, and I've spoken of Jeff Tinney, and he has sort of taken me under his wing, like ex-state bowler and fantastic man. And we've bowled together quite a lot since I arrived, and we bowl every Thursday up at Pairs at Echuca, and that has been amazing for me. Not only him as a human being, but him as a bowling coach has been fabulous. So he always makes me smile all the time, because he's helping me all the time. The other pair, the same family, Peter and Bernie Tinning, which Peter's Jeffrey's son. Because it's Tanya and I and Bernie and Pete, we've, you know, played a lot of bowls together in tournaments and such things, so that's been fantastic. So they've been a great impact. They're both goers, and Bernie's, you know, really good mates with Tanya, and I'm good mates with Pete. So that's been really good fun as well. And I can't go without saying Jeff Vistorino, because he dragged me into this stuff. So I don't know if he makes me laugh, cry, or do whatever, but he did it, and he's always been a great advocate for me as well. So
well, he might make up for the last two in that. Right. So your footy team?
The Mighty Bombers. Not so mighty recently, but still go Dons. We always keep hope. So I'm an avid football man with Essendon, yes.
Where have you travelled overseas?
Not a lot overseas. Tanya and I have done Hong Kong, Fiji, New Zealand, and Tassie. But yeah, we've got caravans, so we spend a lot of time, you know, travelling around Australia mainly. But my brother lives in London, so that's on the agenda to go over and spend some time in the UK and Europe. So that'll come.
What was your first car, and any stories with it?
Typical young bloke stories. Obviously you buy it and do all these hotting up things to it, but the funny thing is I'm a welded on Ford man now, but my first car was a HT Holden. So, and the only Holden that I ever own again would be in that sort of HK, HT, HG realm. So yeah, HT Holden it was.
If you didn't live at Tongala, where would you live?
Not much chance of the shift, but if it wasn't Tony, as I said, I was in Queensland for 8 years, and it's got a lot going for it living in Queensland, I can tell you. So might venture back up there, but I don't see it happening soon.
And a special skill that not many people know you have.
Well, weird one. I don't know if it's a skill, but I was quite a very good student. So I've got 3 university degrees or diplomas, so I don't think anyone here would know that one. So I say I'm proud of it, and I say it's a skill to be able to study.
What are the diplomas?
Yeah, my first one was undergraduate Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. I then did a graduate diploma in Management Systems, and then an advanced diploma in Occupational Health and Safety, which was the last 20 years of my working life was in occupational health and safety.
Nice one to sign us off.